Hi, my name is Dr. Stephen Stokes. I've been in clinical practice for 18 years and I live in Cape Coral, Florida. I own Advanced Pain Solutions. This is my garage. Don't tell my wife I'm out here today doing this because she'll be mad because I never cleaned the garage first. But look, I've been in practice, like I said, for 18 years and I've seen just about everything. I've had lasers that cost $30,000. I've had electromagnetic field therapy devices that cost $35,000 each, and I had 2 of those. So I'm used to high-end, high-tech equipment. I have a piece of equipment in this garage that I would not trade for anything. And I'm not talking about my wife's Jag. I'm talking about this. This is a Saunaray infrared sauna. And this device has given me hope and has literally changed my life. About a year ago, I had all the mercury removed from my mouth. And I did this for vanity reasons, but also I knew that the mercury wasn't good to have in my body and I wanted to get it out. So I went to a physician that was trained in mercury removal protocols because I knew that it could cause problems if it's taken out incorrectly. We did everything by the book and I still ended up getting toxicity from the extraction. And so what was that toxicity like? Well, about a month after I had the fillings removed, I started to get anxiety for no reason. I'd have panic attacks. I felt anxiety. I'd wake up 3-4 times at night feeling like somebody that I loved had died. Horrible experience. I was getting muscle twitches, tremors, headaches, brain fog. I was getting bouts of vertigo, dizziness. Okay, it was brutal. I got so sick that I actually just made a decision to sell my practice. And I did. I sold my clinic in Fort Myers. And I thought that I'd have to retire from working because I was practically going to be disabled for the rest of my life with this. That's how bad it was. I did a lot of research and I knew that I had to get the mercury out of my system, but I also knew that that mercury gets embedded in your fat cells and it's very hard to get rid of. And I knew about binders, I knew about chelators, and I'd actually tried some pharmaceutical chelation procedures, and all of it helped somewhat, but nothing helped enough. Then I learned about infrared saunas, and that set me on a whole new course. And when I studied infrared saunas, I realized that was probably going to be the answer for me. I actually learned about them through Ron Hubbard's book, Clear, where he talks about using infrared saunas in a specific protocol to detoxify pharmaceutical drugs out of the body. That's what interested me in the whole idea of using saunas to detoxify the body. So as I got closer to buying a sauna, I realized that most of the saunas, even the high-end ones, are made in China. And they're made with particle board instead of solid wood, which contains a lot of glue and formaldehyde. And they use these cheap carbon fiber panels, carbon fiber film, really, that they use as heaters. These are not even meant for saunas. They're meant, in China they use them, they put them in the floor, and they use them in floors for heating apartments and things like this. But they're put in the saunas. Now if you do the research like I did, you'll see that a lot of this particle board lets off glue when it's heated and formaldehyde. And the carbon fiber panels actually also let off toxic fumes. So you buy these high-end saunas, you get in them, and you do more damage than good. You essentially get yourself in a little capsule, a closed capsule, that's completely toxic, and here you are trying to get rid of the toxicity, you make yourself more sick. So I got pretty discouraged, and then I found a company from Canada, from Ontario, Canada, a little company called Sauna Ray. Now, the owner of that company, turns out that him and his wife were both journalists, and while they were in the Middle East, his wife got very sick from all the exposure to different toxins over there. And she was trying to get the stuff out of her body. They weren't happy with the saunas that were available, and they basically made the perfect sauna. So this sauna is made using nothing but solid wood, made from like a Canadian. If you watch the commercial, I mean, they get the wood from like a Canadian forest that's, you know, the wood's chopped down by Canadian beavers type of thing. You know, I mean, it's just so pure and so great. But the wood is solid wood. There's no particle board, there's no glue. And they assemble this stuff. And they don't use those carbon fiber heating panels. They use ceramic infrared heaters. Big difference, right? They don't even stain the saunas. They use beeswax to seal the material. And so I bought one of these. There's one behind me, which I'll show you in a minute. I started using it, and I would take some binders, like activated charcoal. There's a lot of different binders, but I take a binder, and then I would get in the sauna for 20 minutes twice a day. And I'd use about 130 degrees Fahrenheit. And what happened was, I'd sweat like crazy, right? And while I was sweating, I would wipe the sweat off my body using clean towels. Afterwards, I'd get out and I'd drink a little water and I'd get a nice shower and clean myself up. And I did this twice a day for about 2 months. And the results were, dynamic. Well, first of all, I went from 195 to 196 pounds to what I am today, which is 183 pounds. So dramatic change in my body weight. The second thing that happened was that I just started feeling better. I wasn't getting as much anxiety at night. I was sleeping better. My head was becoming more clear. Things seemed to be working, but of course I was skeptical. And then I redid the mercury toxicity challenge. So I did a test after I had the fillings extracted that became a positive test saying that I was exposed to mercury, a heavy metal test. And then I redid that test. And that test I did after the 2 months of using the sauna. And it turned out that about 86% of the mercury had been removed from my body. There's still some there. I'm still working on it. But 86% improvement after 60 days of using the sauna and some other nutritional protocols that I was using. It's phenomenal. I'm not better. I'm not cured. I still have mercury toxicity. I'm still trying to work on that 15%. But man, my life is completely different. And I have hope, and I'm feeling much better. I'm considering going back into practice. It's been a miracle for me. And I wouldn't give this up for anything. And I see the benefits in using the sauna for many things now that I wasn't aware of before. I see it beneficial for people that are exposed to other things, people that work with pesticides, people that are toxic from years of drug abuse or even alcoholism. This can help detoxify your organs. It can help clean your liver. It's really an endless amount of conditions that can probably benefit from this infrared sauna. Now, this is still just my testimonial. This is N=1, right? So if you're suffering from something, I'm not suggesting that this is going to cure you. I'm suggesting that I believe it's cured me, or at least has got me 85% better than I was. And if you're considering a sauna for any reason at all, you absolutely must go and buy a Saunaray sauna. It is the best sauna in the world. It is incredible. I've recommended them to all my friends. I have several doctor friends that have purchased them and have them in their clinics. There is no comparison. You must get a Saunaray sauna. So let's go have a look at it. Let me show you some of the details that make it such a great device. So let's go over and take a look. Excuse my dirty garage. So first of all, you'll notice the color. So it's not stained. Like I said, it uses beeswax, right? Beeswax. It's got a little window right here that you can use to regulate the temperature. But the first thing you'll notice is that it's all solid wood, right? This is all solid wood. There's no press board here. It's all wood. And even the little latch to close it when you get in, it's all handcrafted wood. It's absolutely beautiful. Inside, this is the two-person sauna. You'll see it uses these ceramic infrared heaters, not those black space-age looking carbon fiber panels that you get in those China saunas. So you've got two heaters on each side. You've got one underneath here. And then if I get inside, you'll notice that you get a heater on each side of the door as well. So when you get in there, you can get this puppy up to about 131 degrees fairly quickly. I find that anything over about 115, I start sweating a lot. You'll notice that underneath here, there are two speakers. Now, what's interesting about this sauna is there is no Wi-Fi because we don't want to be exposed to a lot of radiation from Wi-Fi. So instead, what you do is it has an external plug right here, and you can just plug your phone into this or your iPad, and you can listen to music through the speakers without the use of Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. it's really phenomenal, right? Let me get this flipped over here again. Okay, right. So like I said, you use this sauna. You use it for, my protocol was twice a day for 20 minutes twice a day for about 2 months. But I saw results after about the third week. It really had a profound difference on my health. Made me feel so much better. I'm still working with it. My actual routine, for those that are interested, you can email me and I'll give you all the details. But what I would do is I would actually jump on this rebounder for about 10 minutes first, get the lymphatics moving, get the heart rate up a little bit, and then I would get the sauna. So I had a little routine. I used binders, different types of binders. I mentioned activated charcoal, which can be used, but there's some other ones that are even a little bit better. For those of you that are interested, just email me and I'll give you the exact breakdown of what I did. But yeah, Saunaray sauna. If you're interested in a sauna, you must look into Saunaray. I got this for no discount at all. The company charged me full price. In fact, I'm an American citizen now, and I live in Florida, so it's a Canadian product. So I said, how much is the sauna? And it was like $4,000 or something like that. And I said, oh, great, because it was Canadian. I said, well, that's great because it's like 30% difference in price. And the guy said, no, it's $4,000. And I said, well, what is it in American dollars? And he said, well, it's $4,000. I said, what is it in Canadian? He said, well, it's the same. So I had to pay the same amount of money for it. So I got no discount. I got nothing at all. I paid full price for this sauna. I would have gladly paid twice as much for it. And it's been miraculous for me. It's improved my health. And I am so confident that if you invest in a sauna from Saunaray and use it correctly, you will see dramatic changes in how you feel. And I mean, it's got to extend your life, man. It's got to make you live longer. And if you're sick, especially, if you're suffering from chronic inflammation, from toxicity, you have to have one of these. And people say, well, why do you need a sauna? You live in Florida. It's so hot. You can just go outside and sweat. It's not the same thing. This infrared heat is a penetrating heat. It breaks down the fat. It releases those toxins out of your system, and then you excrete it, you eliminate it, you get it out of your body. Thank you for your time. And again, if you're interested in this or anything I have to say about this and you'd like more information, just email me, and I'm happy to share everything that I know. Thank you and have a great day.